Steve, my friends and I understand that with the national debt that's being dumped on us, and we have to deal with that. How would the fair tax affect that?
A lot of people your age are looking at the really terrible thing that people my age have done to you, and that is we've allowed these people in Congress to continue to spend money they don't have, to print money as opposed to actually earning the money through the economy, and we've saddled you with an incredible debt, $17 trillion and growing every day. And that's an incredible amount of money for you to have to look at being able to pay. And there's only two ways. One way is you have to reduce the cost of government enough that you're collecting more money than you're spending. Well, that's logical. That's what you would do at home if you got in trouble, or when you were working, you would bring your budget in line. But Congress doesn't want to do that because they're going to have to cut benefits to people who are retired. They're going to have to cut military pay. They're going to have to cut all sorts of things that they don't want to do because it'll make people upset. So they allow this to continue. But there's going to come a time when we no longer can continue it, and we either have to make these huge cuts, which means a lot of people are going to be in big trouble, or we have another alternative, and that is we can grow the economy. And the only way that we're going to handle the debt and keep it from being an unbearable problem for your generation is if we have more economic growth, which means more revenue to the government, which means that the debt can be repaid without having to cut everybody off, and without having to reduce military pay, and without having to reduce Social Security and retirement benefits.
Right.
It can be done if we grow the economy, and the fair tax is a consumption tax that every economist agrees will grow the economy, and literally many of the projections show that in 15 years we can have outgrown much of the problem with that debt if we go to the fair tax. The fair tax gets rid of all the problems of the income tax, plus it's a much more sane economic system than we have now. It eliminates all of the problems that we have with a 77,000 page IRS code, which nobody understands. And I mean nobody. And that's the secret to your future being even better than your parents.